Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about something stupid that Democrats are doing, probably nationwide, but here in New York City, they have a campaign where they want you to embrace your drug use. There is an ad going around, guys. This ad here. And in this ad here, guys, you see where it says, don't be ashamed you are using, be empowered that you are using safely. Now, if you blow it up, which I'm going to do for you right now, you'll see, guys, under prevent overdose, it said avoid using alone and take turns, like you're on a fucking roller coaster ride. Start with a small dose and go slowly, said no drug addict ever. Then they want you to make sure you have naloxone, which is actually Narcan, on hand, just in case your buddy overdose. They also don't want you to mix drugs, and they want you to test your drugs with fentanyl strips before you go about it. They are encouraging drug users. I mean, I don't know how, this is going to work. I mean, listen, I get it. The war on drugs was probably one of the most bullshit excuses on this planet, because by the time they enacted the war on drugs, it got too far ahead of them, like anything else. And now they are telling people they should embrace it instead of seeking treatment. Now, they do, to be fair, they still want them to seek treatment, but on their own accord. So they're no longer pressuring people. They do mention it, but they don't pressure them anymore, whatever. But they want to pressure you into making sure you're using a clean needle, that you're testing your drugs for fentanyl, because fentanyl is killing a lot of the drug users. Now listen, I have no sympathy for drug addicts. Zero sympathy. This is what you decide to do. It's not as if, guys, the drug sneaks into your arm while you're sleeping, or somebody is putting it into your body while you're sleeping, and then you become an addict. Now, yes, has that happened? So I've heard. And that's very few, far in between cases. I mean, like, well under 1% chance of that happening. But it has happened. For everybody else out there, they made the conscious decision to put this shit into their arms, whatever the fuck it is, up their nose and their arm. Now, you want people to walk around with Narcan so that they can revive you. Now, in all my medical gear, that is the one piece of drug, if you will, that I don't carry, or first aid kit that I don't carry, or first aid tool, sorry. Though one side of me says that I should put it in my kit just in case somebody becomes accidentally in contact with the fentanyl, because the fentanyl is super bad. You can be around it, guys, if it's, for example, if somebody's smoking it and you happen to come in contact with that smoke, you're out like a light too. You're on the fucking ground too. So that one side of me wants to carry it for that reason. The other day, or last week rather, maybe 2 weeks ago now, down the street, some ladies passed out with the shit. 2 NYPD officers are giving her the with the naloxone, and they're asking other people if anybody else has any. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fuck her. She made that decision to do that. But one side of me wanted to help. I don't have it. Like I said, I'm not carrying it. I'm still debating whether I should get it or not. And if I get it, I would definitely use it on a cop who comes in contact with fentanyl, or a kid that comes in contact with it. But I'm not using it on a fucking adult who went out of their way to do this shit. Like I told you before in one of my videos, guys, they have these shooting galleries here in the city now, these legal places where drug addicts can go and take drugs, and know that if they overdose, a nurse or somebody's going to come and help them and give them the Narcan and bring them back. You're teaching these people nothing. You're taking responsibility away from these people by backing them up in this fashion, by saying, don't worry about it. Use as much as you want. We will absolutely have your back. Let's not worry about all the other shit we have going on in the city, like the crimes, the kids getting shot. No one has these kids back out here. No one has the adults back out here. It's a Chinese man just he wasn't getting the shit kicked out of him, but he was definitely getting beat up. And they were filming this shit. No one had his back, but let's have the back of drug addicts. People who made the decision to get hooked onto this shit. Now, yes, once you're hooked, guys, you're in. I get it. but you still made the conscious decision to put that needle in your arm or snort that heroin. That was on you. And everybody in 2020, let's go back. Everybody in the 1980s to now knows that these drugs are very addictive. So you have to know that when someone gives you, hey man, this is some heroin, you're making the conscious decision to put that shit in your body. No one's forcing you. Therefore, we're worried about people who made the decision to fuck their lives up. But we're doing nothing to protect the people out here who are trying to go about their day and their life accordingly. And yet we got savages beating them up, robbing them, and raping them. But we're worried about fucking drug addicts and how we could minimize their overdosing. Fuck them. Let them walk towards the light. You see somebody passed out on the fucking street from an overdose, just tell them, walk towards the light. Fuck it. That's what I would do. But my point is, guys, enough already. You have to draw a line in the sand somewhere, and drawing a line in the sand with these Democrats is not taking a part of their bullshit. They have a campaign here in the city where there's a truck that goes around handing out Noxaline to people so that they can help those that are fucking overdosed. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. See you in the next video.